The Portland Diamond Project formed in 2017, and they're still working hard. They unveiled renderings. Now, those are renderings, okay? That's on the Willamette River. Hopefully, any Portland, Oregon people are judging me and saying either great job, you nailed the pronunciation, or you botched it. I guess I'll learn more if they get a team, but it's between two bridges. The backdrop is super sick. There's public support. There's politician support, which is always a trip. There's a 3.5-year window for them to buy property at what's called Zedell Yards. And we don't know who the big money person behind the scenes is yet, but there's some unknown financier, some anonymous person that could purchase the land if they end up getting the team. And there's a 32,000 seat stadium. I was like, what's the word? Seat stadium with a retractable glass roof. I mean, that looks good, AJ. That's a good look there. I mean, we saw renderings from Vegas, the armadillo action. That's how you do renderings right there.
Maybe the A's might actually end up in Portland instead of Vegas because I still haven't seen a shovel in ground yet. I know this: if they want a team, they better get the A's, or they say they have a guy behind a financier, which is a fancy word for saying a guy with a lot of money, a person with a lot of money. But the financier, if he wants a expansion team, then they better have about $5 billion in their pocket ready to go, which is a lot of money. But good luck, Portland. And if they don't name them the Portland Pickles, because they do have a team called the Portland Pickles, I would be very disappointed.
The Portland Pickle is famous for going viral. Google him if you need more help there. But anyway, $5 billion. I mean, I think the relocation fee I thought is going to be about half that. No, in the twos.
Yeah, but then you got to build a stadium and you got to do the minor leagues and there's a whole bunch of stuff. So you're looking at about $5 billion.
Okay.
As much as two things. We don't want to give away who that financier is because we don't want the Orlando group to steal that financier from Portland. But we also don't want Vegas to understand that they put a rendering out there where the sun is not setting in center field of the stadium. So don't show all your renderings because I know Vegas probably has some really, really nice renderings and Fisher's got it all figured out. Insert sarcasm.
And just for your PSA, for fans that haven't consumed us talking about this situation, we are not knocking Vegas by any means. We go there frequently. We like it. We are knocking the group that's trying to go there because they are stupid, for a lack of a better term. But in all seriousness, AJ, it's super impressive, right? It sounds like they've got money. They've got public support. They've got an awesome looking setup there near the water with the backdrop. The question is, when MLB does eventually expand, and let's say the A's do end up in Vegas, to me, it's a heavyweight tilt. It's Portland versus Utah. They are both not going to get an expansion team. And if they both have availability at that point, because the A's did end up in Vegas, one team is going to land, on the, whatever Manfred calls it, west side of the country. Remember when he said, yeah, they're going to be west. So Utah or Portland?
I played in Utah, so I'm going to side for Utah because I loved playing in Salt Lake City. So, I mean, other than it was AAA, but it was a great city to play in. The fans are amazing. The stadium, the views are awesome. So, I mean, I'm going to lean towards Utah, but what do I know? I also have been to Portland, had a great time at Portland, by the way.
Hey, I know that guy.
Bryce. Heard that guy before. I've heard of him before. So
getting ready for the Wago.
Bryce Harper, future Portland Pickle? No, he's on a billion-year deal.
Expansion draft.
Salt Lake might fly for Bryce. Vegas might fly for Bryce.
He's a Vegas guy. That's right. But what do you think, Kratz, to try and take out any bias? Like, where do you actually think baseball would end up first? Portland, Oregon, Salt Lake City, Utah.
Because of what I've heard about Portland, I have to lean towards Portland. They already have, they have a rendering. I guess, I don't know. I would, if I were to pick a city, I would pick Portland. And I also like it based on the fact that now Seattle, when you're in Seattle, you're not traveling 2.5 hours from Seattle to your next game. That travel can wear on guys, and you'd have more of a close proximity there. It's right on the coast. I would say Portland wins it.
And just to be clear, if there's no other relocation, to me, it is a Portland versus Salt Lake City matchup. West. East looks like Nashville and something Carolina related.
Raleigh, Charlotte.
Yeah. Raleigh, Charlotte versus Nashville. And Nashville's not a lock. They looked like one for a while, but it would have more to do with the fact that MLB is not getting everything it wants from the city, not that the city can't handle baseball. They would love to have baseball. So
Slick City all the way. Slick City all the way on the West Coast. I'm just saying I'm biased, but Slick City, baby.
You're not going to get 2 on one side or 2 on the other side. I just want to be clear on that one. They're going to split it up that way. And there also probably is going to be massive realignment. It's going to piss a lot of people off. But anyway, if you're catching this later on, let us know your thoughts. But great job by the Portland Diamond Project in terms of putting out some cool public renderings and work there, and at least doing the homework to try and make a bid for a team when one does become available via expansion from MLB.